Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel. It's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, it's been quite long. The last video I made was like in summer. It was about the Momoland thing and I had so many ideas for like videos, but I'm really fucking lazy and year 13 is really bogging me down, so I haven't had a lot of time to make videos. But I'm gonna have half term in October, at the end of October, so hopefully I'll try and push some videos out for you guys. But I just found out about this topic today and I decided I really wanted to make a video about it because it just really angered me. So for those of you who are in the carrot fandom, you probably know about Meanie. Now Meanie is a ship name between Wonwoo and Mingyu, who are both part of the hip hop unit in 17, and basically the name stems from M, the M from Mingyu's name, and Wonwoo's nickname back in pre-debut was Mr. Beanie because he wore a lot of beanies. So you take the M from Mingyu and then you take the Eenie from Beanie, you get Meanie. It's one of the most popular ships in the 17 fandom. I'd say it's up there with like Jungchul and Soonhoon and all those other ones. Now, as I'm someone who like writes fanfiction myself, I tend to write more like Imagine or like X-Reader type fanfiction. I've only very recently gotten into writing fanfiction about like members because personally I've never really felt like I was good at those ones, but I'm personally someone who believes that you can ship people together. I believe that's fine so long as it stays in the comfort of your own home, in your own phone, in your head, in your notebook, whatever. Just so long as you don't like take it up with the people you're shipping, because that to me is when it stops being like harmless and it starts becoming really fucking weird. Now, one who said himself that he's actually he's not comfortable with being like shipped like this. I don't know when he said it, but he said it. But a fan recently gave him like a fan site slot and basically asked him the question. It was a multiple choice question because for some reason playlists are only accepting multiple choice questions for 17 now. I don't know if it's just them or all companies are doing it, but it's weird. Basically they asked Wonwoo the question, what is Mingyu to you? A, is he your wife? B, is he your boyfriend? C, is he your lover? Yeah, that was fun. And the person who asked, the fan who asked was like, I'm asking for a friend. They did the whole, I'm asking for a friend. I'm not a weirdo. They feel like I'm not a weird person. So Wonwoo did, he crossed out all the options and then he wrote younger brother and then he underlined weird person. I mean, if that didn't tell you that he wasn't very happy with the question, I don't know what will. But I just think it's kind of really it's really actually kind of fucking sick that the fan thought it was okay to like ask him that. Like you'll bring something that should stay like fake and fantasy into real life where it doesn't belong, and that's just not okay. And I feel really bad for Wonwoo because it's like you have your chance to ask him anything. Like I saw someone saying you could have literally asked him about his favorite brand of fucking toothpaste. But you choose to ask him that? It's not something that's even real. It's like, I don't understand why you would think that was okay to do. Maybe I will never understand it because I know the difference between fantasy and reality. I like to think carrots, they have a good head on their shoulders when it comes to this type of stuff. But then it's stuff like this that makes me think maybe we need a bit more of a wake-up call. I think Minghao needs to like make a few more statements again. We might need that again. But every time a situation like this happens, one thing I will always want to bring up is what happened to Louis and what happened to Harry from One Direction when it comes to Larry Stylinson, because I think fans really need to understand that if you take this shipping stuff way too far, it will have real life ramifications and it will ruin the relationship of the people that you ship together. And I remember I read this article about Larry and it was about Louis saying how Larry Stylinson actually ruined his friendship with Harry. And I read that article and I was like, oh fuck, that really sucks, because I was a directioner. I actually became a directioner very, very late, like late 2014. And I never shipped any of the members, but I just thought I liked their friendship with each other. And so I never really knew the extent of the way Larry shippers went, but I read that article and I was like, oh, that really sucks. That's something that should have been harmless and fun ended up ruining his life. So I'm going to read a couple excerpts from the article, because I think some of you guys need to realize that this isn't just fun and games. When you ask these questions to your faves, it's not just funny, it's actually kind of like gross. Okay, so here's a couple excerpts. But over time, fans began to passionately ship Harry and Louis together as a couple, despite the fact that Louis had a girlfriend, Eleanor Calder. Even when Louis and Harry flatly denied dating rumours, fans refused to believe it, insisting that Louis' girlfriend Eleanor and even his baby Freddie were just elaborate cover-ups to hide his relationship with Harry. By 2015, fans were lucky if the once affectionate friends were caught standing next to each other on the red carpet, because there was a very apparent wedge between them. Yeah, so Louis had a girlfriend, and there were a lot of Larry shippers who called her Beard. For those of you who don't know what a beard is basically a woman who a man dates to hide his sexuality. I couldn't believe that they were actually bringing his girlfriend into this. Like, to be so delusional to think that the girlfriend of a man that you ship with someone else he doesn't actually love her. That's just really sickening me now. And I genuinely could not believe that they did that. And it just, wow, it was terrible. He couldn't deny the constant rumours about the nature of his relationship with Harry ultimately made their friendship awkward. It kind of happened naturally for me and Harry because a certain amount of the fans drew up this conspiracy. When it first came around, I was with Eleanor, and it actually felt a little bit disrespectful to Eleanor, who's my girlfriend now. I'm so protective over things like that, about the people I love. Louis said the fear that fans would overanalyze every minor interaction between the two stars caused them to stay away from one another. It created this atmosphere between the two of us where everyone was looking into everything we did. It took away the vibe you get off anyone. It made everything, I think on both fences, a little bit more unapproachable. It just really sad. It really saddened me reading this article because I didn't know the full extent of the Larry shippers because I hadn't been in the fandom long enough. So it was just me reading this and being like, oh fuck, that sucks. You know, it's more than sucks. It's just awful. It shouldn't have got to that point where Louis is actually getting anxious about standing like 2 centimeters away from Harry because he's worried that fans will start writing like 23 fan fiction about them. Like I said, I personally don't see anything wrong with shipping. I know there's some fans who just like write it off immediately. I'm of the belief that you can ship so long as you have the self-control that it's fantasy and it's not real, and you should not be bringing it into the lives of the people shipping because that's just fucking weird. And that should be common sense, but the fact that people don't think that, I don't know. Maybe we should keep a rep on it. So yeah, I will always bring up this case as a testament to the fact that this is what happens when shipping goes too far. And I really, really genuinely don't want Mingyu and Wonu to go down the same path because their relationship is so beautiful and it's so organic. And that's the reason why people ship them, you know, because they have that chemistry. They have platonic chemistry. They have that platonic chemistry as friends and as brothers and whatever. And that's why people ship them, because they see that and they just turn into something romantic. But I don't want that chemistry to get squandered because they're worried of feeding the fantasies of these delusional fans. And that's why I just want us to put a lid on this delusion and just understand that it's not real. And it's not real. It's not real is what I'm trying to say. Lesson of the day, it's not real. I just want these fans to realise that the difference between fantasy and reality. Meanie is a ship that exists, yes, but only platonically. It only exists romantically in the stories that you write and the edits that you make. So unless you know the difference between the fantasy and reality, then don't even bother doing this stuff, because I don't want you to fuel this fire, and I don't want Mingyu and Wonwoo to feel like they can't even be in the same room with each other without a fan being like, oh my god, they're dating. And I don't want it to get to a point where one of them ends up dating someone and then fans start getting upset saying that she's a beard because she's getting in the way of Meanie. I don't want that to happen. So we need to like make sure that these fans get like put in their place and they have it understood that Meanie's not real, Jungcho's not real, Soonhoon's not real, Junhao's not real. None of these ships in 17 are real. The only way they exist is in a platonic way, in a platonic, friendly way, and that's the way it should stay. And I don't want any of the 17 members to feel uncomfortable around each other simply because they don't want to fuel the fire of ships. I don't want that to happen, especially because In Korea, it's about as common as guys to do skinship as it is for girls. That's something that 17 really do a lot of. So I don't want 17 to feel like they have to like dial back on their natural like skinship and like relationship with each other just because some delusional fans think that they're dating. I really don't want it to happen. I just want them to keep their same organic familial relationship that we've all grown to love, because that's ultimately what caused us to start shipping them in the first place, isn't it? But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. I'm going to try and post more frequently. I don't know, I might not, but we shall see what happens. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to see more from me, then please hit subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!